In today's devotion, I am talking about chapter 17, which is titled Bottled Prayer. My heart is beating very fast because I don't have a book in my hand. But in this chapter, Pastor Mark talks about the fact that our prayers don't submit to the law of entropy. And if you're like me, I had to look up the word. You know I like to look up words. Entropy is this scientific law that just generally says when things go out, when spoken words go out, that at some point these things come against friction or tension. And so there's a degradation or a deterioration, or it's like it comes apart, whatever it is, whether it's matter or energy. This was really encouraging for me because last month, as I was getting ready for church, I was listening to a song by Refresh Worship called Evidence. And in it, it just talks about that you're the living proof that God keeps promises and his word won't fail. In other words, you are a living answered prayer. As I was getting ready for church, the Lord just started to download to me the fact that all of the prayers that my mom had been praying as a teen pregnant mom, as a young wife and mother, that all of these prayers had been bottled up. And just because they were bottled up and they were taking a long time, so it seems, for the Lord to answer, that in some ways she may have been feeling like these prayers were succumbing to the law of entropy, shall we say, or that they are deteriorating. In some way, somehow God wouldn't answer. In this chapter, Pastor Mark challenges us to have the right frame of mind, to know and to be able to stand on the fact that if we are someone's living answered prayer, then the things that we're praying, it's not that they are degrading or deteriorating, but they're simply being bottled up. But they're being bottled up by our Creator, by God himself. And so be encouraged as you maybe reread the chapter, see it with fresh eyes. How about you read it as a living answered prayer? And to know that in some way, you were in someone's bottle because someone was praying for you. And now God opened that bottle so that way you now are not just still in a bottle as a prayer, but you're a living answered prayer. My challenge to you is this: keep bottling up your prayers. What are some things that you've been praying for that you feel like may be deteriorating or maybe it doesn't reach God? How about we look at the bottles of prayers and we keep bottling them up because they are extending past this universe and going before a God who loves us. We'll call this water the sea of prayer. Won't you cast your bottle into the sea that goes up to God? Be encouraged. I love you. I pray that you would understand that you are someone's living answered prayer. Until next time, Kingdom Life.